Hello and welcome to Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on Calgary's Business, brought to you today by DMA Global, your trusted relationship partner in recruiting. Joining me today is Kim Ham, who is President and CEO of Dogtopia. Thanks for joining us today, Kim.
Thanks for having me.
Let's just start with a simple question. What is Dogtopia?
Yeah, Dogtopia is the industry-leading provider of doggy daycare. We specialize in dog daycare, but we also provide dog boarding, grooming, and spa services.
So when did you start this business?
I got involved with the brand in about 5 years ago now, and at the time, Dogtopia was a franchise brand based out of the US that had just under 30 locations. It was founded in 2002, and the brand had had fairly slow organic growth to date, and we came in as a new leadership team driving the growth strategy of the brand, and we've since scaled to over 120 locations throughout North America.
What is your presence in Canada first and then in Calgary?
Canada is now coast to coast, I'm happy to say. We have 15 locations open and operating in Canada, in Coquitlam on the west, all the way to Halifax in the east. And then we are in all the major markets. Our highest concentration of locations is in the GTA right now, and we have 3 stores open and operating on the ground floor in Calgary.
Where are the stores in Calgary, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, they're spread out. We have one downtown Calgary. Another is in the Blackfoot area, and the third is Douglas Glen.
Okay. So take me through a typical location. I walk into the door with my little puppy, and what is in there, and what does just run me through this.
Yeah, it's the most exciting day ever, is what we like to say at Dogtopia for your pups. And so we have introduced a whole new level of transparency to the marketplace. So you, as what we call our pet parent, would be able to tour the entire facility. But when you walk in, you'll be greeted in the lobby. You'll see our mascot, Big Dog Scruffy, behind you. So he welcomes all of his BFFs, his best furry friends forever, is what we call them. And then all the dogs initially go through what's called a meet and greet process to ensure that they're the right fit for daycare, and they're in a room with like-minded dogs as far as their play style and their temperament and their energy levels. And so what that does is help us ensure a safe environment for your dog. And we have 3 different playrooms. In simple terms, it's small, medium, and large-sized dogs. We call it the toy box, the romper, and the gym. And so when you drop off your dog, they'll then be brought into the appropriate room to play for the day. And Dogtopia is about all day open play. Your dog can have up to 12 hours of open play. And they are also available to watch on high definition webcams. So you as a pet parent can check in and see how they're doing and playing throughout the day. And we introduce basic obedience commands. We also do games with the dogs. We do bacon bubbles. We'll do chalk and agility training throughout the day. So it's a really fun environment for your dog. And then the best part is, at the end of the day, they go home and they're exhausted. And so they've been playing all day. You get the cuddles at the end of the night. You've got a happy dog. He stays out of trouble, and everybody wins.
Tell me a little bit about why you're seeing this trend in society. Why is this kind of a business growing?
Yeah, it is a booming industry that I think everyone is aware of. The biggest social trend that we've seen is what's called the humanization factor of the dog. And so no longer are dogs just seen as living outside on the farm. They are now part of our families, and we look at them as children. And particularly my demographic and generation 2, the female millennial, we look at these babies as either your starter furry child, or sometimes you just stick with the furry child and never move on to the human child. And so we nurture them like you would their children a lot of times too. And on the other end of the spectrum, we have a lot of baby boomers who come to our locations as well, who same thing, they're kind of empty nesters, their kids have left the home, now they're fully invested in the health and well-being of their dog, and people are bringing their dogs to Dogtopia and to daycare because it's in their dog's best interest. We teach socialization, education, and exercise, and so they're doing this for their dog's well-being.
Okay, one last question for you, Kim. As you look at the Calgary market, any plans for growth here?
Yeah, we do. We will be opening a fourth location within the next 12 months. We're starting to look at the optimal area to open that store, and our projections are that Calgary can have up to 6 stores for us. So we're actively looking. We get inquiries all of the time, and so we're definitely open for more business in Calgary. It's a right market for us, but look for one more store in the next year or so.
Okay, super. Thanks for joining us today, Kim.
Thanks for having me.
That was Business Insider with Mario Tanaguzzi on Calgary's Business, brought to you today by DMA Global, your trusted relationship partner in recruiting.